Well, good morning, everyone. Take your Bibles to Matthew chapter number 7, verse number 11. And here's the promise. Promise number 189 is that God promises to give good gifts to his children when they ask. Now, you might be thinking, well, is it really that simple? Well, listen to verse number 7 before I read for you verse number 11. It says, "Ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you." And so he says basically, ask and it shall be given to you, seek and you shall find, knock and it'll be open. And verse number 11, it says, "If then being evil you know how to give good gifts unto our children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him?" And so he makes the comparison. We know how to give good things to our kids, so why would we assume that if we ask God for a good thing, that he wouldn't want to give that to us? Now, like many of God's promises, they beg us to put our full confidence in him. I mean, that's where it should be. Too many just can't believe that if we do things God's way, it will result in something more enjoyable than what we think will make life here exciting. I mean, we're really just banking on everything that we pursue here, and everything that we think up is going to be way better than anything that God would have us to do. And you know how I know that? Because so many people claim to be really devoted followers of God, but they don't have any time for him. They're always doing something else. They're pursuing some other prize or goal or accomplishment, and even training their children to do the same. They have no confidence in God being able to provide a life for them that he promises to provide. And so, and listen, we need to be in a right relationship with him. We need to long to be with him. Only people who are in right relationship with God trust him enough to ask. And listen, this isn't about asking our requests or asking, giving prayer requests or things like that that only come when we're desperate. I think a lot of people know to pray. They know to ask when they're in desperation, when bad news has come, or there's something on the line and they just got to have it. They know then to ask. Listen, people who have cancer know to ask God to heal them. They know to do that. Now, the crazy thing is that that's probably the only time that they ask. And so we need to learn how to draw in close to God now. So in the event that something would come up, that we already know where to turn for the answer that we trust most, and that's God. And so, listen, a little cancer diagnosis draws all people to ask. God is talking about life purpose and direction. People that have their life directed to him. When we direct ourselves towards him, then we ask and we receive. We seek and we find. We knock and it's open. And because he knows better than we do to give good gifts to his kids, he does. He promises that he'll do that. Listen, even unbelievers ask God out of fearful desperation. But only real devotion knows to ask God for the right things that matter. And so let that be an encouragement to you. You can trust God. He will give you good things if you will only live in a way that's asking for him to provide them. And so let that be an encouragement to you all that follow the Lord, that love him, that are devoted to him. They can ask and they'll receive. Hope that helps. Enjoy a great day.